What a chaotic game. This game was full of chaos. Argentina just beat Brazil 1-0 at the Maracana Stadium, Brazil's home. And let me tell you, it was a lot of fight. This game was delayed for 30 minutes. The game had to be delayed for 30 minutes because the fans were fighting. Brazilians versus Argentinians. We know how much these people are crazy about their teams. I don't understand how a bunch of Argentinians were sitting close in the middle of the Brazilian fans. I thought they should have been separated. They weren't. And that's why the fight broke. There were guys that were injured. There was blood everywhere. The police was hitting the fans. The fans were hitting back at the police. It was crazy. We had to wait 30 minutes before the game started. In the first half, we had 20 fouls. I don't know how much it ended up being by the end of the game, but we had at least 30 to 40 fouls in this game. At least 4 yellow cards, 1 red card. I mean, this was a chaotic game. Honestly, football-wise, there was not much in this game. Argentina tried to build up from the back, but Brazil's press was so good that they could not go past the midfield for most of the first half. I mean, the whole first half, it was so hard for Argentina to get past that press. Brazil's pressing was impressive. I was like, wow, they are really pressing. They were energetic. I mean, it was the first time that I've seen Brazil this aggressive. I watched them against Uruguay. Uruguay were the aggressive side. But today, Brazil wanted all the smoke. I don't know if they prepared the game to be like this or whether they were fueled by the incident with the fans. But man, this game. Unfortunately for Argentina, Messi had a discomfort. Twice, we saw him go and get a massage and came back on the pitch. After the second time, he pretty much did not get involved in the game. To the point where I felt like they kept him on the pitch just because he's Messi, because he was not involved that much. He was clearly injured. But in the second half though, Brazil were trying to be more creative. They tried a lot of things, but they didn't know the goal was coming from Otamendi from a corner kick. What a header. Alisson could not do anything to stop this ball. What a goal by Otamendi. And from then on, Argentina was like, we're going to fully sit back and let you guys do your thing, because Brazil were really not that dangerous. They had a chance though. They had a chance where they could have scored first against Argentina. Besides that, they didn't have enough clear chances to they were not that dangerous. Argentina could sit back for the next 2 hours after the game and still Brazil would not have scored. That's how bad they have been. Rafinha, he needs to be better. He's our player at Barcelona. Rafinha needs to do better. The other players, I mean, they were like, these Brazilians, they just keep the ball too much. Rodrigo and Gabriel Jesus, they just keep the ball too much to be playing forward. They have to be more killers, but fortunately they weren't today. But yeah, Argentina played a great game defensively. They tried to lock up the midfield, playing with 4 players and 4 at the back, so they were very compact. I actually thought Argentina were going to win the midfield battle, like they were going to dominate and create way more chances and score many goals against Brazil. But Brazil had a strategy. Even though they did not play a lot of midfielders, the forwards, they were keeping the midfield tight. They dropped back and made it almost impossible for Argentina to play to the midfield. And Argentina did not play with any wingers, so pretty much they could not do anything in this game. And without the corner kick, I don't remember any dangerous chances Argentina had. They probably just had like 2 shots on target. It was crazy. Overall, I do not think that this was a great game, but it was all right. Argentina beat, which I wanted to happen because you already know, you see that shirt on me, you know what it is. But I wanted to see Messi do things. Unfortunately, that knock took him out the game. They brought on Di Maria. I mean, football-wise, I wanted to see better, but the game was ruined with fouls. And this is what happens in South America most of the times. This is what happens. If you remember the final, Argentina were the ones committing fouls. Today, it was mostly Brazil. I mean, they started it. Argentina had to commit fouls too because the game got heated up. But also, I thought the refereeing was not that great. For me, this wasn't a red card against DePaul. What was a red card was the first foul that I think Gabriel Jesus did on him when he had the ball and then he slapped him. Like he looked back and then slapped him in the face. That was a red card. But Brazil these days have been horrible. They just lost 3 games and drew once. In those last 4 games, they haven't won any of them. It's actually crazy. Never in my life, ever since I started watching Brazil and Argentina since 2007, have I seen a Brazil so weak and pretty much do not scare anyone. Hopefully they're gonna be better because I want South America to be dominant in the World Cup, the next one. But as of now, the 2 best teams are Uruguay and Argentina. But anyways, I would like to know what you thought about the game. If you enjoyed it, let me know something in the comments. And yeah, it was great to see you again. It was great to have a conversation about the game with you again. I'll see y'all later.